dread too. Beautiful. What up, B.I.?
Had your family in that shit.
Rest in peace.
Had your family in that.
Greatest. Yeah. If you're having a bad day, you can smile with a smile. I know everything's bad, but everything turns around. You can't dwell on yesterday. Don't do it. You can't dwell on yesterday. Don't stress, live your life to the fullest, cause everything's gonna get better. I know it. 2/13/1985. Came out the womb sleeping, I didn't cry. Doctors assumed me dead, but I wasn't dead. I wasn't thought about bread. I'm born hustler, I'm such a people's person, but I'm far from perfect. I can't step in the church, can't stop cursing. Yeah, my mind is straight, but I feel I did too much in life to rely on faith. But I relied on the traits, by the way that I bake. I kept an A in home here, cause I was good with the cake. Make believe was a fantasy that I couldn't take, so I cooked the fantasies and served them all on the plate. Hey, I'm never stressing over nonsense. A penny for your thought, cause I ain't got time for nonsense. No guessing, no evil confession, but a soap opera entitled I'm Young and Restless, yeah. If you're having a bad day, you can flip it with a smile. I know everything's bad, but everything turns around. You can't dwell on yesterday. Don't do it. You can't dwell on yesterday. Don't stress, live your life to the fullest, cause everything's gonna get better. I know it. I'm not another rapper talk about trapping. I'm not another rapper talk about rapping. Matter of fact, I ain't a rapper at all. There's just a glimpse of my life in J Pail The DemiGod. I be the boss of my own team, and life be a box of crayons. We evolve with the green. Sell a cup of white and drink a lot of brown. The bling bling all blue, the black girls come around. And please believe I forever hustle till I get arthritis in my muscles. But by then, I'll be somewhere posting Ireland. Me and my homie Ace got coronas by the case. Matter of fact, won't you bring them by the pier and drop them off here where them bras all cheer and do everything for the dollar bill. It's Crunk Time Island, you welcome to chill. Yeah. If you're having a bad day, you can flip it with a smile. I know everything's bad, but everything turns around. You can't
tell. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what time it is, man.
Friday night flights, y'all taking y'all jets.
No
doubt.
Yeah, man.
It's like we got our guests coming in with our guests with that dope message right there. How the hook go again, man?
If you're having a bad day, you can flip it with a smile. I know everything seems bad, but everything turns around.
Word up. So for anybody who had a bad Friday, that means we just start your Friday off right. And if you don't know who our guest is, please introduce yourself, sir.
It's your boy, J Pail The DemiGod, CEO of Crosstown Records, CTC, baby.
No doubt. And my co-host,
Collins Network, man. And
what's happening with you, man? What's happening?
What's up, man? We up in there now, I'm saying. It's mogul night when it starts.
No doubt. Hey, it gotta be mogul night, man. We got the mogul crew on the station. For y'all who don't know what that means. For the people who don't know what that means, listen. This a real big thing right here. I ain't even gonna go into it. I'm gonna just say this a real big thing right here. You know what I'm saying? How y'all fellas been doing all week, man?
Good, man. Good.
Blessed. Been working, grinding.
No doubt.
Calling the way, so I'm excited about that. Boom, boom.
Word. Well, listen. We know you got the new project out, man. Tell the people about the project.
Oh, Now That You Read 2, book 2, Trial and Error. Basically, just basically covering some more parts of my life. Each Now That You Read, the book represents a different part of my life that I was going through at that time, and like the age limit too. Like Now That You Read 1 is like ages from that I can remember from like 7 to like 12 or something like that, and then from 13. This goes, it's growth in the years and stuff like that. But this one, it got a message. The whole album is a deep message about the legalization of marijuana, politics, the world, relationship problems, just everyday stuff that we go through that people don't, basically talk about no more. You know what I'm saying?
You're bringing the wheel back. That's what you're doing?
Most definitely. But it's beautiful, man. It's 20 tracks on the album. It's beautiful. From track 1 to track 20, this is beautiful.
So it seemed like you say 20 tracks. That means you giving them a lot of music, man.
Man, it's a lot, man. Each Night of Dread gonna have 20 tracks. Each Night of Dread. Yeah,
you got a collection.
Nice. Yeah, man. Yeah, you gotta make it like a movie. Each CD.
Yeah. I know that.
What, an hour and a half worth of music?
Yeah.
That's a full-length movie there.
That's crazy because these days, it seems like the mindset is to do less because people's attention span goes by so fast.
Yeah, exactly.
So what made you decide on 20 being the number?
I do the 20 numbers because I try to keep the essence of, back in the day we used to get them hip hop albums and they had like multiple tracks like way past. You might get a track. You might lucky get a track that's 23 of them on a CD. Something like that.
I know. Remember, you got almost 30.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Give you the most hits you can fit on a CD.
Yeah, so it's just that you want to give people a taste of everything, and you want people like when you get real good fans, because there's like sometimes you get an album and it be so short, you be like, man, that's it. Like I waited for that.
Right.
But I feel like when you're trying to elaborate a story and you want people to actually hear the story, like I done been through a whole lot in my life, so I feel like 10 tracks won't do it. Like you can just get on every song and talk some deep shit on every song, but it still seems like you're missing some stuff out that you're in your life that you want people to know. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm like, well, I got so much music, and music it lives in me. So everything that I can just experience, that I go through every day on a basis, my past, my present, just everything. I just put that all on one album, and every day there's always some new stuff that I could talk about, like just because I feel like when you deep in music, man, music just hits you when you're not even in the mood. Like music still hits you. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
It's always possible.
It's definitely about a feeling, like especially with that first record, Can't Dwell on Yesterday, like just the feeling of it. You know what I'm saying? That for one, it make you want to reminisce because of the sample.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you hear the chorus come in, it's like, yeah, like you know what I'm saying? That's fly right there.
Exactly, and but I always love that beat, man. When I used to listen to Notorious B.I.G., I think it was on the Ready to Die album. I think it was the Ready to Die album.
It was. I can't remember the name of the song right now.
Every day. The name of the
Everyday Struggle.
Everyday Struggle. Yeah, Everyday Struggle. And I used to love that record. I used to love the flute in it. Oh my God, and the beat just it puts you in a good mood, a good mode or whatever. You can just you can talk about anything. You can feel good, and like any problem that you got on your mind, like, you know what I'm saying? So I had that hook in my mind, like, when I was like 15, like when I used to freestyle off that beat and stuff like that. So when I got older, I'm like, man, and I was just listening to a B.I.G. album one day when I was going to a show, and the beat came back on. So, oh man, I got to resample this track and try to make it as identical as I can as the other one, but add a little more extra sounds in it or whatever. But man, you got what you got.
Right.
So you have you're an artist, you got a CEO stable full of artists. Oh my God. What else? The videographer, you know what I'm saying? I know you got your radio show, probably, you know what I'm saying? But chill it again with that. So how do you balance all that stuff,
You gotta keep a level head, man. Like me, I don't try to pressure too much, like put too much pressure on myself for one. When somebody see all them hats that I wear, they be like, well, I know you have a lot of pressure on you because you're dealing with a lot of artists and that's different, a lot of egos and, people attitudes that you got to work with. Plus, making the beats and you know, shooting videos and shooting outside people videos and just so much stuff. But basically, I have everything organized. Like, I do this full time. Like, you know, there's no way that I could possibly work and do what I'm doing now. I mean, you can do it, but it'd be some stuff as an artist that you can't do as much. Like, if I was working, you know, like a job, and there's no way in the hell I can work 40, 50 hours a week and do shows within the same time, you know, within the week. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're going to tire your body out before you turn 33. You know what I'm saying? 34, because that's a lot of hours you're putting on your body, man, and just because you need your rest and stuff like that. So when you got these many hats, there's no way that you can work and still maintain all that and still try to have a, you know, like, balance everything. Like, I still do shows, I still do interviews, you know, I put on concerts, I shoot videos throughout. Doesn't matter what day and all that. You can't do all that, you know, all that. You have to subtract some of that if you're working. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you can't do none of it, but I'm saying you have to subtract some of it because it's just too much work. Plus, it's even harder when you're married and you got kids and family, and you know, you got to spend quality time with the wifey and the kids. So it's, you know, it's kind of hard to do all that if you're working too at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So me doing this full time, it helps out a lot because I got 24/7, you know, 24 hours of the day that I can just do music. You know what I'm saying? So
no doubt. And for the people out there like who might not know who CTC is, give us a rundown of your team, a little bit of the history, just so the people can hear and understand, you know, who this mogul is we're talking to.
All right. Crunktown Records was started in 98. I started it in 98, and it's still pumping, you know, to this day. CTC, we just shortened the initials down for Crunktown Click, which really is Cash Taking Criminals. But when certain people like ask us, we can't, you know, if I got like an endorsement for somebody or sponsor that's coming, it's coming from a corporation, like a white corporation or something like that, and they'd be like, yo, Mr. Jazz, you know, we want to invest this, and what does CTC mean? I can't come to them like Cash Taking Criminals. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just like with Murder Inc. Murder Inc. Had to change. They had to take the murder out and start calling themselves the Inc. You know what I'm saying? You know, it was just, and even Death Row, they had to start calling themselves the Row. You know what I'm saying? So there's certain stuff that you can't just put out there, like, you know, because basically locking a couple doors that you can't open. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it got to be something that's suitable with everybody. But so CTC just made it simple, you know, but it's Crunktown Records. But, you know, CTC represents the whole camp. It represents everybody. Artist-wise, it's a lot of us. It's like we scattered around. We got some in Massachusetts. We got some in Florida. Excuse me. We got some in North Carolina. So we scattered around. But it's me, Straight Drop, Sharp G, Dirty Boy, Wilo, Taps, Isla, Shy Girl, Queen Cat, Dre Deluxe, Pluto, E-Dot Homie, AJ Miller, Simpson, Cherish, Buddha, King Noel, Island Girl, like Candy Kisses, the whole list, you know, the whole list goes on.
So basically, we're gonna be here all day. That's what that's really what you're
pretty much, man.
We're gonna be here all day.
That's good, man.
If we want to talk about
then I'm gonna have they all got probably up after the interview, man. Hey, man, you didn't even say my name on it, man. Come on, it's like 60 of us, man. How the hell can I remember?
Oh, is it? You said isn't?
Yeah, I said isn't.
You can forget everybody else, but remember me, bruh. You're supposed to remember me.
That's cool,
what
man.
about me?
Yeah, but it's, you know, CTC, like, it represents everybody, even the fans. Like, we got fans that be screaming CTC. We got, like, you know, like, they screaming more than the family members. Like, it's crazy, but like, we got like loyal CTC fans, like ride or die CTC fans and stuff like that. And I'm very, very grateful for that because, like I said, you know, doing music independently, and you got like other labels that's doing their thing and stuff like that, and you know, they got their little groups, and you know, there's people got their little cliques that they form together, and you know, let's keep it real, you know, everybody's group and clique ain't good. You know what I'm saying? So they're not getting the recognition or the praise that they get for certain people, because to the general audience, they want to see progression. They want to see consistent, you know, being consistent on stuff. You know, but if they see that you're just doing a video and you die down, okay, you're going to lose a lot of fans, because they're going to draw their attention to the ones that's actually moving and that's keep doing it. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
So that's what I was like looking at JIG. Like, I admire the whole frame that you got. You know, you've been doing this for a long time. So you done put in a lot of work, and you know, you do everything. Like, y'all one-stop shop just like us. And I just like love being around other people that just got their stuff together, and you know.
Yeah, that's real, man. It's, in my eyes, I feel like positive people, you know, and people who actually, not just positive, but people who aren't real when it's convenient. I feel like those people are the dopest people on earth. You know what I'm saying? So, do you have people around you when you make a beat, they're like, yo, Paul, I ain't really feeling that one, or yo, do that verse over, bruh? You have anybody who would give it to you real, even if it's something you might not want to hear?
Yeah, everybody. That's one thing I can say about CTC. Everybody's in CTC. Everybody, like, we all could take criticism. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we in the studio working together, and even if it's me, like, if I say something, and they'll be like, oh man, J Paul, you should have did something like da 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 da, and then I listen to it, like, okay, that's dope, and I go back in there and do it. And that doesn't mean that, you know, they better than me or I'm better than them. It's just that, okay, we're a group, we all working together. Because if I make a hit record, we all made the hit record. You know what I'm saying? So, and that was like the success of The Chronic. Like when Dr. Dre had everybody working on the album, and you see how big success that album was. So,
right.
The thing with us, like, now nobody really gets mad. Now, you know, with me, cause nobody really gets on to me, because 98% of the time when we doing something, I'm right about it. So, like, when it comes to, like, music tips, because being a producer and a sound engineer, you got to have an ear. You know, we got an ear that artists don't really hear.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got some artists that do hear it, but the majority of the artists, they be like, man, just make me sound good, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, but,
and it's dope, because I listened to an interview with Willie D, and he was just talking about how he used to write for Bushwick, and how he, you know, wrote for Scarface. So it was like, you know, when you think about those times, people going hard on Drake, but it's a lot of people who found, you know, motivation, and, you know, who was able to create based on critiques from their friends around them, opposed to now, you know, people be like, and you should be like, yo, that's the hottest shit I ever heard, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it's just a testament to say, you know, for teams who actually critique each other and actually see each other as a family and try to make each other better, those are the people you see last and keep moving.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Yeah, and I've always, like I said, I've always been the type of person where I can spot somebody. I can spot an ass kisser, man. Like, if we in the studio, you can't just say yes to everything I say now. I mean,
right.
At some point in time, you're like, nah, I don't know about that, J Paul. I don't really like that. You gotta, you know, that lets me know, but you can't just say like, oh yeah. You know, you already, you know, one of them types like you just made them change their mind. Like, you know, hey man, I think a hi-hat should go right there. J Paul, what you think? I be like, nah, man, I think a cymbal should go to, yeah, you right, yeah. No, like, no, man, like, you know what I'm talking about, like,
whatever you
no,
say,
man, if
Paul.
that's what, if that's what you thought or that's what you think should go in, then okay, let's try it out. You know what I'm saying? And it might work. don't let me change your mind. You know what I'm saying? Just speak your mind. And I feel like an artist that's being like true, like actually coming out telling the truth about stuff without just lying, I feel like the relationship would be better, and then the trust would be stronger because you already know they're not finna bullshit you. Like, you finna actually get what they're saying. Like, you gonna, whether it's you right or wrong, they're gonna let you know. You know what I'm saying? Those are people that you can really trust. And those are the type of people that a lot of people cut off, and a lot of people say they hating on them. It be people that's trying to tell them something for their own good, but they don't want to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? So, because a lot of people a lot of artists, even people that's not even artists, they can't take criticism, man. Like, you tell somebody, yo, man, I ain't like that record right there, bro, but that other record was that fuck. You know what I'm saying? Ah, damn, man, nigga did some shit, bro. Like, I know he didn't say that it was garbage. He just say that he didn't like that record, but he liked that record. So that means he likes your shit. He just ain't like that song.
I remember Candidate told a cat, he said, yo, the beat dope, verse 1 and verse 3 is dope, but whoever that is on verse 2 is whack. And nigga flipped out, you know what I'm saying? The dude on the verse 2 flipped out, like, I'm sorry, dog. Like, if your verse was whack, it was whack. I'm sorry. Like, that's the privilege of being a fan, and I think people missing that now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, tell me this, man. Tell me about the track, Change Doesn't Happen Overnight.
Change doesn't happen overnight. Basically, that's just a growth song for people that's struggling. Because matter of fact, it's for everybody. Like, everybody. Like, nobody can say that they can't relate to the record because it's a record that everybody can relate to, because change doesn't happen overnight. We all ain't perfect. We got flaws. So some might be major, some are minor. But you have flaws. No one's perfect. So every day as we get older in age and get wiser, we try to work on these things and change. We change slowly but surely, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't be smoking cigarettes for 40 years and then just go cold turkey 2 hours, like, I'm done. Like, no 12-step program, no nothing. Like, and you know how those types, oh, it was the grace of God. That's why I don't pick up another cigarette. No, you still smoke. You probably don't smoke as many, but you smoke. But it's just a change. It's just showing growth, man, as who you are. That's what that song's about.
No doubt. Well, listen, we about to get into Change Doesn't Happen Overnight by J Pail The DemiGod. Y'all check it out.
Sure.
Turn my music up a little bit. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Moment of silence for this sweet ballad. Lost in Wonderland, about to have sex with Alice. We woke up in silk sheets in the crib in Dallas, thinking how I scored like it was points that I forgot to tally. Random sex in the dark alley. She threw it to me and I caught her like a curry alley. Janie got a gun, I'm so trigger happy. I made her come quicker than food that you get at rallies. Candy kisses be my centerpiece. Every night we be spending at the embassy. Arguments make us part-time enemies, but not for long, cause I'm back fucking my enemies. They say that's not wise, you sleeping with the enemy. But as mold to the dirt, she be digging me. Also killing me with episodes of bickering, telling me how much she's sick of me. But still she stay a little longer, I can show you everything I know. But we all have room to grow. We all ain't perfect, yeah we have flaws. If we focus on fixing them all, man, it be a long way to go. Long way to go. Change doesn't happen overnight. I got a long way to go. Long way to go. Yeah. Change doesn't happen overnight. Okay, you don't like me. Well, that's a problem that we need to fix. Let me be your psychiatrist. One session is a blessing being with a G. If not, I guess everything ain't meant to be. They say ignorance is bliss, violence is the key. But take away that keyhole, it's a key that we don't need. everyone could change. Far as I know, my train of thought carries a whole lot of cargo. Gladiators got honor, they'll die for. In front of a crowd that only come to see a good show. Just for the sport, a source of entertainment. But what you got is just a feeling and you can't contain it. You staring in the glass and it's not stainless. You on a guilt trip, first class airplaning. Steady name blaming everybody but yourself. I know you need some help. Well, man, what you stay a little longer? I can show you everything I know. For we all have room to grow. We all ain't perfect. Yeah, we have flaws and we focus on fixing them all. Man, it be a long way to go, long way to go. 'Cause change doesn't happen overnight. I got a long way to go, long way to go. 'Cause change doesn't happen overnight. Stay a little longer, I can show you everything I know. For we all have room to grow. We all ain't perfect. Yeah, we have flaws and we focus on fixing them all. Man, it be a long way to go, long way to go. 'Cause change doesn't happen overnight. I got a long way to go, long way to go. 'Cause change doesn't happen overnight. Yeah, we got flaws.
Yo, that was J Pail, the demigod.
DemiGod.
Change doesn't happen overnight. Live on Friday Night Flight. Yo.
Life takes flight, man. You know what I'm saying? This is like, you know, this is y'all, you know, for listeners, you know, three of us here on the lock, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is like homeboy talk right here. But the world gets moving.
But that was fly, though. That was smooth. Like I can hear my homeboy Stub right now. Like that was fly. That was kind of funky right there. For real. Change doesn't happen overnight. Like hold up. I gotta do this real quick. Just real quick.
We all have room to grow. We all ain't perfect. Yeah, we have flaws and we focus on fixing them all. Man, it be a long.
Hey, that's fly. That's fly for real. But now, on the real, tell the people, man, who listening right now, who feel like me, tell them where they can get this project from, man.
Well, you can go to anywhere. Just type in J Pail The DemiGod, Not a Dread 2 on Google, and they'll take you to every online store from iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, everywhere. Just type in J Pail The DemiGod and look for Not a Dread Book 2, and it'll pop up.
No doubt. And to the callers, y'all listen real quick, man. Y'all got 2 more minutes. We don't even got the phone online yet. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got 2 more minutes, baby. Give me 2 more minutes. And we going to let the callers jump in. Right now, we just want to make sure this man get the opportunity to sell some records. Friday Night Flight. You know what I'm saying? So tell them one more time, man, where they can search for to find the record.
Yeah, type in, go to Google or Bing. Type in J Pail The DemiGod, Mr. Naughty Dread, Book 2. It'll pop up on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, any online retail store.
No doubt. Now listen, I just typed it in, and it pulled up a porno. J Pail porno. Nah, I'm just playing. Let me stop before I get you in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But I just typed it up, you know what I'm saying, and the links just pulled up. So make sure y'all type in on Google J Pail The DemiGod. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see the Vivo. You're gonna see the Vivo. You're gonna see the Facebook. You see the video arguments. You know, make sure y'all check it out, man. And tell the people real quick, man, before these callers go crazy. Tell them real quick about the Crunk Fest, because we're going to have you back on to talk about that. Tell them about the Crunk Fest, man.
Most definitely. June 11th, we're having a car and bike show down in New Ellison, South Carolina. I say that again, artist. So any artist listening, June 11th, we're having a big show that we have every year. This is our 3rd year doing it. This year we incorporated in the car and bike, FC Rhino's Car and Bike Club, and we're going to make it a car and bike show. But June 11th, New Ellison, South Carolina, is the Crunk Fest. It's a big event. It's a rap, hip-hop, gospel concert. It's all clean. Well, this show is gonna be clean, and come out. It's free to the public. Bring your family, anybody. Just come out and have a good time. Any artists that's trying to perform on the Crunk Fest, hit me up at 803-998-9104. Sound like I'm selling vacuum cleaners on it.
Yeah, I know.
You gotta sell.
Yeah.
You gotta sell.
Yeah, exactly.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, listen, the phone now button is live. For those of you listening over the website, you can now see that the phone now button is live. You know what I'm saying? So any callers who want to call in,
This your time.
oh, we already on there. Let's check it out. Caller 8494. What's going on with you?
Yo, lovey love.
What's happening?
What's really good? I hear y'all talking about some real situations.
No doubt, no doubt. We about to add another caller too. Keep chopping it up, love you.
Love it. Love it, Browns.
Hey, what's going on? This is Slick.
Who's that?
Hey, Stu Slick calling out of Savannah, Georgia today. We out of town.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Not a lot, man. Not a lot. Thought I'd drop in a few words for you.
That's what's up, bro. Yeah, I appreciate you supporting me to the Mars, man. I'll put you back on June 12th, July 10th, but it's not about that.
Love you know you got to deal with this every Saturday. Colors trying to sell the meeting of the minds instead of trying to sell J Pail The DemiGod, the new project out right now, Mr. Naughty Dread. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. It's all love, baby. It's all love. No doubt. Yeah, we're listening.
You said J Pail was on the line?
Yeah. Where you been at for the last 30 minutes? Where you been?
Hey, how you doing?
Man, I'm supposed to be able to get with shit, but you too busy.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Now you see Lovey trying to do a commercial. Now we got Colors with the Meeting of the Minds commercial. Now we got Lovey with the me and J Pail supposed to get together commercial. This only on Friday Night Flight do we do commercials with everybody in the city, out of the city, in the state, out of the state, and out of the country. No doubt.
I'm just saying, Lovey Sings EP dropping soon. I need all my people on deck.
Well, listen, Lovey, the topic for tonight, right? We talking about what we talking about, Colors? I just dropped blank. What we talking about tonight, man?
I thought we were talking about a trust circle.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, trust circle, people keeping it real, not having some yes man behind you, some ass kids. You want some original people.
People squared, I feel circle.
Yeah, wait, can I speak a little bit on that real quick?
Talk to him, man.
Yeah, okay. All right, my opinion on that. I think artists these days, like I said, technology made it where artists is becoming lazy. I think me and Pete had this conversation a couple of weeks ago about this artist is being lazy because, technology now, the labels ain't got power like they used to back in the day. That's why a lot of major labels are either shut down or went bankrupt, or the ones that's still active today ain't really making no moves because a lot of the independents are really taking over because that's where it's at. I mean, you got the majors trying to go independent.
No
so,
doubt.
It's more money independent wise, but artists they don't see that because I guess they see the glamour on TV, and in their mind they think, oh, if I bust a rap, and as long as the beat, I got an 808, and I sound like designer, I could automatically get the deal. And when they try to pursue that career and they realize that it ain't like they think it is, then they start looking crazy and become lazy, and then now they want. Is that echo?
I think one of our new callers got their radio up. So all the callers on the line, make sure you listening through the telephone and not listening through your radio. We appreciate you listening. We got six.
No doubt.
We got 6 people on the line right now, so You know, that's what it is. All
Now,
of new
we
callers,
just,
y'all
I just
introduce
touched on
yourself.
Yeah.
Last
But
47952. I think they still on 7952. All right, then.
He even dropping the policies now.
What you say?
okay.
Love you said I need to drop some callers.
But
But yeah, I definitely feel what you're saying, man. Definitely. And it seemed like it's laziness from the jump, right? Like if you look at designer, the designer is straight laziness. That mean they went in the studio with future projects and future mixtapes, and they basically said, okay, we're gonna do the same drum line that they do for Future, the same hook, the same chorus. You know, I'm surprised he ain't come out with a Future mask on.
Yeah.
Just to be honest, that's straight up lazy to me. That means damn near Future probably wrote the lyrics. They probably listened to certain songs and stole certain lyrics from certain spots.
Yeah, because like it's correct. The shock value has become so low and in certain hip hop, but became so high in everything else. Like people can make it big, doing some dumb shit quicker than they doing a craft. Like for instance, like okay, that's real though. That's real. But you have people that's getting famous just because they ugly now. Like you can just be plumb fucking ugly, and you can say like for instance, the guy that said these nuts got him. Okay, now as far as I remember it, they were saying these nuts in the 90s. Like I remember, like
yeah, definitely.
There wasn't nothing that was just made up. Like Dr. Dre used to say that on the Chronic. These nuts. Like that was back then. You know what I'm saying? So he's big time for being ugly and saying these nuts.
I'm talking about $4,000 a show.
No, for real.
$4,000 a night to go host somewhere. Shout out to Welv and the Great. You know what I'm saying? You the prettiest nigga I know. But I'm saying,
man, that's like another one. Remember the lady, the house, the building caught on fire, and she was like, "Nobody got time for that."
Yeah. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Now that been funny. That been funny.
Yeah, I agree.
Not the house catch on fire, but hey, they ain't nobody got time for that. Now listen, that should been funny because of who was saying it though.
Yeah, but it ain't famous funny though.
No. Actually, she put a trademark. I think she owns that phrase now. I think she trademarked and copyrighted that shit. I think she had a brand on it.
She went in there and said, "Put some respect on my name." I ain't gonna say it no more.
She took that shit right to the bank. Everybody was saying it, so why not make a buck off of it?
Exactly.
And listen, I ain't tripping on the people who capitalize on the situation. I say get your money. My thing is for the people, because the people always claiming, oh, ain't no good music. That's why I like what Kendrick Lamar said when he was like, you know, if y'all really wanted to hear real rapping, Killer Mike would have been platinum. You know, because you pretty much put people on blast. Like, you don't want to hear real music. You want to hear this stanky leg and all of this stuff. You want to hear, what's the guy name, Dressed Like a Girl?
Oh.
Young Thug.
Baby
how about all
broke
of
up
them?
with
How
Lil
about
Wayne
all
for
of
him.
them?
Yeah,
Like,
allegedly.
All of them.
Yeah, all of them.
But no, if I had to say, you know what I'm saying, like you talk, you know, a lot of artists say, oh yeah, support your local music. How many real local artists or even upcoming artists have, we'd say, 5 other artists' albums in their car or download? You know, everybody shout, hey, support, but then how many local rappers do you have in your chunk? Oh, you've got one CD that was given at the mall. You know what I'm saying? You go in my car, I've got probably 10 other rappers from the Charleston area all in my car.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's
you know what I'm saying?
And that's love. And you know what though? I'll take it a little further because I used to tell people like, I don't want somebody to buy my music that's not going to listen to it. But you know what? I came to realize that support is more important monetarily because it helps you reach the listeners that actually listen to you. Because a lot of these people will have your record and they'll have it and they'll be putting their drink on it on the table, you know what I'm saying? Now, they'll tell you they got it, but if you ain't shot a video for that track, they couldn't tell you nothing about your project.
Exactly. That's a good point because, you know, me as an artist, a lot of people were bumping my new single that I started performing recently, and that was one of the first tracks I did, but only, you know what I'm saying, because I haven't got my video portfolio up, a lot of people don't even go past track 5.
Now, you know what? Yeah. I like what he just said, so let's switch gears for a second real quick. Let's switch it to this right here. All right. How many people out there, artists, actually take advantage of what's out there for you? And I give you an example. J Paul is on Friday Night Flight tonight. He got the opportunity to showcase his artistry, talk about his movement to over 10,000 people tonight. Now, it's a plenty of artists who drop on the regular, but when we hit them up, they never answer. They're nowhere to be found. Colors, you gonna jump in on this one?
Oh, you know what? I'm right here. Yeah. Oh my God, we done got network. We done reached out to everybody.
Please let me hear Colors. I love this. I've been waiting for him. I done missed my boy Colors. I need to hear you go in. Go ahead, share on him real quick.
Who that?
That's lovely.
This
go in.
Oz.
Go in.
Okay, all right. You have to know somebody else for a second. I mean, I'm just talking in general, but I mean, you already know from the radio show, from the Meet the Monster, every avenue, you know what I'm saying, that we was by, I always see a little post, and that's why I shout out to you too, Slick, when you tagged me and Felicia when people was complaining about they got to go to Atlanta and this and that. You was like, nah, Felicia shows love, Felicia shows love. And I was like, oh, look at my man, he recognizing the grind, you know what I'm saying? He even been around me like that, but he see the work. And I was like, that's what's up. But people be doing that because they on that circle shit. And they be on that circle shit so hard at Charleston. Like, oh, I got to be in this crew. If I'm not in this crew, then I must be not doing that. Because they, you know, they do the perception like they're the only ones doing something. And then nobody can go. They can't get that crew. Like,
I always had this thing in my mind. Like, I feel like in hip hop, no, let me take that back. In entertainment wise, sports, whatever, the bigger you are, it's because the more attention you have on you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have that attention on you, then a lot of people won't know who you are, so you won't have the chance to grow big because people is not paying attention to you, so they're not investing in your brand, so you can't grow. So it's all about getting attention. So that's why you have all these gimmicks and everybody be doing all this stuff for that instant attention. But I think with independent artists, you know, a lot of people be wanting people to be support them, and you see them on that post, fuck you, you don't support me,
right.
They do that, but my thing is this. A guy had hit me up, right? And I knew this guy, he had my CD for at least 4 months. And he was like, when he first bought it, and he was like, yeah, man, I checked the whole CD out, man, that thing riding, man, you know, ride. I thought, okay, cool, that. And I shot a video, so he was like, yo, man, hey, that's so hard as fuck, bro. Like, hey, where you, hey, I need a CD, bro. I been gave you the CD.
I would have sold him the same CD every time.
Yeah, so like, you CD. So it's just like, but, and another thing that tripped me out, you'll put a post up, say like, for instance, on social media, like, what's the other artist on the radio, on air now?
Too Slick.
Who else? Yeah. And Love It. You're like,
I think Dre's on here. Yeah.
You'll put a post up of you and your kids or something. You'll get 3,000 likes. Then you put a post up right after that, like your music or a link to your video, you'll get maybe 5 at the most.
Yeah.
2 comments, and 2 comments be somebody that's real close to you. Either they own the video or somebody, saying, but you get more likes off personal stuff, and they flashed in my mind because it be the people that like my pictures that don't like the music, but when they see me in public, yo, hey, bro, you doing it, the bomb, you doing this, you this, cheerleaders. You know what I'm saying?
And you know,
so that lets me know that the most, if you go on your timeline and any social media you got and find a picture that got the most likes, that lets you know that your page is being viewed by these many people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey,
so
and that those pictures, I never thought about that. That's weird.
Yeah. Like that many people, your page reached that many people to get that big amount of numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So every time you post something up, it's not saying that amount of people on air, online at that time. That way you gotta promote every day because you never know. People don't be on Facebook every day. They don't be on Instagram every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the day you post something, you might miss a bad timing. And it's all about timing when you want to use social media because that's just like radio. If you try to go get your music played in radio, you ain't gonna get no primetime air where there's Chris Browns and all that because that's already programmed. You know what I'm saying? And those are the most valuable time because when people used to listen to the radio, what are the most prime hot times that most people listen?
Oh, it was morning and 5 o'clock traffic.
Yeah, in that morning time, in that afternoon traffic, young kids listen to that top 9 at 9. You know.
Yeah.
Those are the most valuable time. So Facebook is the same way. So Instagram is the same way. You know, when everybody get ready to go to work, they finna check their Facebook.
Yeah.
I
get more likes on my posts in the morning than any other time of the day.
Exactly. That means.
But let's also do some education real quick though. Facebook algorithms. For anybody who doesn't know about that, the way Facebook sets things up, their algorithms by the numbers. Only 6% of your friends are going to see your posts.
Mm-hmm.
That's period.
Mm-hmm.
So think about that. Out of 100 friends, only 6 of them are going to see your posts.
Sorry, love you. I'm gonna let her talk.
Yeah. So think about that. You know what I'm saying? Like think about that when you spamming, your page. Unless people literally go into your page. Only 6% of your timeline, of your friends that you added to the social media are going to see your posts.
And that makes sense. Because a lot of times unless they following you, it's the same people liking your stuff at each time.
Yeah, and it's based on the way they deal with you. So
that makes sense though. I mean, I understand algorithms. I got a degree in software engineering, so that totally makes sense on that level.
No doubt. And that's unfortunately since they started, with all of the posts of, Facebook is going to charge you. Nah, Facebook ain't charged you. You gave them your platform for free. And they get to sell people advertisement on the platform you provided them.
Yeah, I see it.
They were supposed to ban that at one point, Peter.
Yeah, what it is though is beneficial to you as well, but it's more beneficial to them. See, because if you post your video on 1 million people pages or tag 1 million people, Facebook is going to say, "Oh, you didn't pay me for advertising. I'm locking your account." And if you pay them for advertisement, they'll put your posts on old people page, Christians pages. They'll put it anywhere to get them numbers up. Whether people watch it, whether they care about it or not.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to
interrupt. Go ahead. You good?
I was just saying, I've noticed a lot more, as I post and tag a lot of people, my posts don't be staying in news feeds as common.
Yeah.
So if I tag 90, say I got an event and I tag 99 people, I see it at first, but unless it is commented on or people are picking at it a lot, it usually you'll see a flash of it and then you won't see it again.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's a real recent thing because I've noticed that I'll say 99 people. I know every 99 want to not like it, but for the whatever part, I only get 20-some likes on.
I know Facebook. I know because a lot of my partners, it happened to them. Like they used to tag people. I think it's like when you tagging too many people, they'll block you for like a day or two.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they catch you, sometimes they don't. They be like, hey, you're moving too fast or something like that. But the safest way that we do, like I don't tag people at all. Like I might, if I tag somebody, it'd be like no more than 10 people or something like that. Or I do a bunch of them in a row, but I like space them out. You know what I'm saying? But I tag, I posting the video to my page. They can't say nothing about how many times you post your stuff to your page. You know what I'm saying? Because when, every time you post it on your page, everybody that's following you, because they got a follow button on it, everybody that's following you, they see it, because everybody be up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, be bored as hell, so they on social media, and they going to check their news feed, because their timeline is boring as hell, so they going to check their news feed, and bam, they going to see you at least once, something. You know what I'm saying?
But remember, that's where that 6% come into play.
Yeah, that's why I said somebody gonna see them.
Only 6% of those people will see it. So that's why, because you've done it before and you've heard it before. People say, "Oh, you ain't see my post." You know what I'm saying? And you'd be like, "Nah, I didn't see your post." And you could have scrolled down your timeline for hours.
Yeah.
But if you wasn't on this person's page, like on a frequent nature, you probably wouldn't see them in your timeline. That's just the way it's set up. And the same thing with Google. Like Google is a little better, but people Google themselves and they be like, "Oh man, I'm famous." And they don't realize that Google's algorithm is set up to where it's customized. Like if you ever notice you went to buy something on Amazon, then you went on Facebook and you seen an Amazon ad for that very same thing.
Right.
So it's customized to you. So if I go looking for PD the CEO, I'm gonna find all kind of PD shit. But if you go looking for PD the CEO, you gonna pull up all kind of police departments.
You
Not I'm dead serious. Log out of your Google and Google yourself and see what you find. Then log back in and Google yourself, and I guarantee you it'll be different.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Ladies, y'all gonna say something? Drea, Lovey.
I didn't want to interrupt. That's
What you say?
Drea?
You sound so muffled.
Yes, it's Drea. How you doing?
What's happening,
Drea?
Nah, she got the floor. She gonna be quiet. Nah, you can't be quiet. We want to hear your thoughts. Tell us what you think about the subjects we was talking on today.
Y'all was talking about so many subjects. Let's get on the fact that there are artists out here that are making it that should not be making it. Me being in the truck, I'm no longer there. There's so much talent that is scary. And people with popularity and no talent is out here on the radio, doing the shows and everything. But there's people such as Shy, Iman. There's me, for example. We actually have talent, but we're not getting noticed. So that's why first I want to thank P. I want to thank Colors. I want to thank J Paul for y'all because y'all are teaching me exactly the steps to take to get where I want to go.
The thing about these rappers, like a lot of rappers these days, like a lot of people, they're just being hip on being local town legends. Like they just hipped on being that, and so because they already, you got the ones that grew up in Charleston and been doing music forever. Because the key is being consistent. If you've been doing it over 10 years plus and you still doing it and you strong at it, people like, oh, he the shit. He's on it. So they don't spend so much time in that one area and they comfortable there. They can go to a store, people know them. They can go here, people know them. They can go here, people know them. So they automatically get that instant big head. So every time they drop an album or somebody's Boopsy's coming in town, oh, they got what's name going up on yippee doo. But sooner you step boundaries out of Charleston, you got to start back from the bottom, because you can't take Charleston to Georgia, or you can't take Charleston to Florida.
Let me interrupt there real quick, because I'm in Savannah, Georgia right now, waiting on Mugga Man to get down here tomorrow, and you know what I'm saying. So I got to say that you have to start over, but you can't just walk up into any city and just get it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I was about to say. You can't just.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead. I said you can't just be like, okay, you done made a name. Like for instance, okay, I made a name in Vidalia, Georgia. You go to Vidalia, like y'all know J Pail The DemiGod. Oh yeah, TTT, bam, it's already stone there. You feel me? But I can't just come to Charleston without knowing PD and Colors. Just come to Charleston and walk into one of y'all clubs and be like, y'all know my motherfucking name?
Exactly.
You motherfuckers know.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna look like, who the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. You gotta be humble. That's when, because a lot of artists ain't humble these days. You gotta be humble. You gotta network. That's the key word, network. You got Colors and PD. Exactly. You got to network.
I think Colors will testify that ever since I started with the mics and doing all these open competitions and everything, you know, the one thing that I realized was that I am not, you know, bigger than the name already, because even though, being good and being well known, like I've seen it already. Now, like I'll go up into a club and they're like, hey, there's that white boy Too Slick, you know, and that's all fun and stuff, but that's not the bigger picture for a lot of, you know, artists, is that I don't want to be known just in Charleston. I fan base. I'm from West Virginia, so I've already got I've got shows getting ready to get booked in West Virginia. That's what I want. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people, that get comfortable and say, "Oh man, I'm already a big shot in my hometown. Why is nobody coming to me?" Because nobody's going to knock on your door just because you're running around 4 or 5 clubs in Charleston getting free drinks.
Well, let me say this. Let me go off of that. Comfortable. And I like to give this speech, right, to artists and to everybody listening. Comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. When you see these artists like Lil Wayne, or you see like Rick Ross, these people who, you know, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, like when they got an album out, they going everywhere with that album, right? And you could say, well, they got the money and they got the means to go everywhere. But you also hearing them everywhere. Meaning, you know what I'm saying? They're going to be on everybody's single. They're going to be in everybody's video. They're going to be on everybody's radio show. They're going to be all over the place. And they're going to be in the club, in the studio, putting in work on a constant basis. How can you win a race against those people, or even compete, when you go to the studio once a month and you put in work once a month and you only put out a project when it's award season? You can't compete with that.
Yeah.
Because you not working as hard as these people working. So if you want to make it and you really want it to happen for you, you got to eat, sleep, and breathe this shit.
Yeah. You know, and I feel like, you know, that's the thing with a lot of rappers, you know, that, you know, in our area, that, oh, I want to be rich, but how bad do you want it? Because if you were wanting it, like I hear a lot of times, I don't want to do a show for free, or somebody got to pay me. Well, you ain't getting paid out of state. You ain't getting paid out of state. And if you are, then you already had a fan base there to begin with. I shouldn't get paid for going to Alabama and Birmingham and get, because I don't know a single damn soul in Alabama. Why are you going to I can't guarantee you that people bring out that.
What I think is, I think people forget that this is a business. So an artist drop one song and one video and they'd be like, oh, I'm charging $100 for a feature.
Exactly.
Well, okay, I understand that. I understand that. It was a good video. It was a good song. So now you want to charge. Okay, cool. Can I make my $100 investment back off of your feature?
Exactly.
If I can't get a return on my investment,
Exactly.
why would I invest? That's like a no-name artist. You book them for $6,000, and then they come down here and nobody come to see them. You might as well threw $6,000 off a bridge.
Yeah.
You know, there's no guarantee. There's no return on that investment. So it's a business. You got to see it that way.
I got some cats that I know. I know y'all know a few cats like this. You'll have some people, like, say for instance, they might have Future coming to Charleston or coming to Columbia or something. So to open up for Future is VIP, we need 2 bottles, one free pass. You got like 16 people with you. But so they'll do the show, can't get nowhere near Future. They might get a picture with Future. That's if he's nice that night. But then on the book, then to the world, they telling everybody they getting signed by Future.
They got a picture up with Future back turned, and they taking a selfie, and they like, see Future, see me and Future. They took a picture together. Or they standing next to him, his eyes going to another camera with the person really taking the picture. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's an Oscar for that picture there, man.
Or the people who signed to Def Jam Somerville and shit.
Oh my God.
Aftermath West Ashley. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I know them ones. Listen, I remember back in like 2000 era, I remember people used to throw signing parties for themselves.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Ain't signed to a motherfucking soul, but throw a signing party saying they signed to Def Jam.
Yeah. I'm about to do one next week, so don't hate on me, y'all. Make sure y'all come. I just got here with Greenville. J. Cole will be there.
No doubt. My thing is, you didn't think we was going to see you the next week? Working at Sunoco? Still ain't got no money for studio time. Still can't afford nothing. You know, and that's the biggest thing. If you ain't got it, man, say you ain't got it.
Yeah, that's what me and Peter talking about. Got a show like
you never know when somebody's
I'm gonna give an example, and I don't want to disrespect, but you know me, Colors will tell you, I give zero damn. I'm gonna throw this out there. My dog Benji out of Columbia, he's a protege of Waka Flocka. He does a lot of tours on with Waka Flocka. They'll tell you he is signed to Waka Flocka. Now, I ask him how much a feature is. He gives me X amount. Now, tell me why I call Marvelous and Jim Star in Columbia and ask them 2 cats, which I seen them posting a Rockefeller chain the other day, since we're talking about now you all of a sudden, that's now you getting signed and all this. How is it that Ben G going to go around the country and charge this amount for a feature, and you charging more than him, and you don't even go out of state to perform? See, that's that ridiculousness.
If I was them, I would have sent you a picture of me throwing the rock sign up.
They posted it. You know, they got their little thing up in Columbia. Like I said, no disrespect. They doing the thing. I see them. I recognize it all. I keep my eyes on everybody. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, I need to know credibility that if I give you a song, if I bring you on for a feature, that you're going to promo that, and it's going to get heard by somebody on Rockefeller.
Well,
Why
you know
not?
what? That's one of the things I was talking about the other day. We was talking about the people who did a feature with Boosie. I said, listen, if I did a feature with Boosie, for one, I'm going to have cameras everywhere while we doing that feature.
The moment of it.
Because more than likely, he ain't coming back to do a video. So that's going to be our video. I'm gonna have Boosie writing. I'm gonna have Boosie walking to the restroom. I'm gonna have Boosie shaking hands. I'm gonna be standing next to him in the hallway. Like, we gonna make this look like this was an in studio video, and we gonna make it work.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't just gonna do a song with you and you can't promote it. You can't be involved with it.
Yeah. My thing is, I ain't never been a fan of like paying to open up for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because back in the day, hip hop, it was like, you know, they paid you to open up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they asked you to open up. You was good enough, they automatically asked you, can you open up? You never had to pay to open up for nobody. But, you know, things done changed now. So I never been really too much of a fan of that right there. All are getting paying $5,000 or whatever to do a feature with somebody. But 9 out of 10 times, just because you do a feature with somebody, you gotta understand you still gotta have money to push that record into the right hand. Just because if you get Pastor Troy on a record or something like that, okay, just because you getting Troy on a record, that doesn't, okay, to your hometown, you might be, okay, instantly famous because you got a song with Troy, but to blow up on that record has to get to DJs. It has to get to every club surrounding county. It has to explore. So you can't expect that record to do it by itself. Like, you got to still invest money into that. And then if you want to shoot a video to make it global or whatever, then you got to pay Troy to do the video. So ain't no telling how much money he'll charge for the video. So you got to have money on top of money on top of money, which my thing is, I wouldn't spend no money in helping building somebody else's career up. You know what I'm saying? Because 9 out of 10 times, somebody buy, like, the thing that happened with Ace Hood. Now, y'all remember Ace Hood when he first came out with the song with Cash Flow?
Hood, yeah.
Cash Flow. Everybody thought that was Rick Ross' album, because at the time, when you put Rick Ross on that record, Rick Ross had the hardest hit single out there, Hustling. And that he got Ross when Ross was like the shit. You know what I'm saying? So everything Ross was on, people thought it was Ross' record.
And that's what people don't understand. You get a feature, people gonna automatically resonate with that feature because that's who they know. You know, like, how many people it's a lot of people right now who couldn't name a lot of the members of the Outlaws. You know, because I'm guilty of it. I'd be like, yo,
I couldn't name them all right off the top of my head.
I've been like, yo, why Pac ain't did the song by itself? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I really gotta listen to Mo
I bet you I
verse
listen to every song on that Outlaws album, and I cannot tell you all Outlaws. I cannot tell you.
Yeah, man, because you listening for who you listening for. And another quick one, real quick. You know what I'm saying? Please stop playing to put your videos on World Star. You know what I'm saying? If they grab your video and they put it up, that's cool. But don't pay nobody $700 to $3,000 to $5,000 to put your video up on World Star. That's the dumbest shit ever.
Hell no.
And the World Star crowd is designed to goddamn just ridicule and try to destroy you. But listen, this is Friday Night Flight. You know what I'm saying? My co-host Colors. Listen, we appreciate y'all being on the line. Our guest, J Pail for the night. The callers, we appreciate y'all listeners out there.
My phone's getting ready to die. I appreciate the talk, man, and I'll definitely be calling back in. Colors, we got
don't be jumping, don't be interrupting my outro. We about to go crazy right now because Petey telling us that we late and we all on the line and it's 9:09 and we supposed to end at 9 o'clock. So we about to end with this Kanye West rant. Y'all check it out real quick. Friday Night Flight.
Up and let me create more. Or do you want to marginalize me till I'm out of my moment?
Or why don't you empower yourself and don't need them and do it yourself?
How, Sway?
Take a few steps back.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Kanye.
I've been doing this more than you.
Doing what?
You ain't got.
Come on, chill out.
You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers.
I'm asking you.
You ain't been doing the education.
Bro.
You ain't been doing the education.
Calm down.
You don't have the answers though.
Calm down.
Because you trying to give me advice about something. You ain't got the answer. You ain't spent $13 million of your own money trying to empower yourself.
Yes, but I spent hundreds of thousands and putting out clothing lines at a smaller degree. All I'm asking you,
it ain't no Ralph though. It ain't Ralph level.
Let me ask you this: I'm asking
what's the name of your clothing line? We don't know.
Kanye,
you know what I'm saying?
Because I lost money, but that's not
exactly. And I could lose money on a higher level too.
And that's
don't think just because I got the most or the least money.
Let me finish my question, dog.
Man, man.
Let me hear the question.
You don't have
man.
the answers.
I'm asking you for the answer. It's a question. Why is it that you can't? You have money.
I just told you I lost the money because I did not have the knowledge of how to do it the right way.
So you don't have the money to do it. That's your answer. You ain't got to turn up, man. This ain't no fucking show, man. I'm talking to you as a homie.
It ain't no homie, man, because the thing is, the bottom line is,
man, everybody, you ain't got to turn up like you ain't got to hold up. You hold up.
Ain't no hold up.
Listen, bro.
Ain't no hold up.
It ain't got to be no hold up. I'm asking you a question.
Ain't no hold up.
I'm asking you a question.
Ain't no hold up.
What do you mean it ain't no hold up, man? We here talking as civilized people. I'm trying to understand your world because when I go to your concert, I'm curious about what you're saying. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you the questions.
Well, I'm going to explain to you what it is.
Okay, but you ain't got to turn up on me man to man, dog. Fuck these mics. We could turn all this shit off. You ain't got to do this. It's cool. I love you, bro. But you ain't got to turn up. Don't try to embarrass us.
I'm not trying to embarrass y'all. What I'm trying to say to y'all is this industry of what I'm trying to get into, ain't nobody never broke down. Ain't nobody broke down. We all slaves. So I ain't trying to disrespect you on your show. We all slaves or something.
About my show, yeah.
I ain't trying to disrespect you, period. Let me talk if you're going to have me talk. We all slaves. We all slaves. And y'all ain't experienced nothing right here but a moment from a movie out of glory. Back in the days, the slaves had enough money, they could buy their own freedom. We all say we slaves to Nike, we slaves to Benz, we slaves to public perception, we slaves to not looking, what somebody gonna say after the interview. Why you let Kanye do that? You should have checked him.
I don't give a
I love you, man. I'm sorry. I love you, man. I'm sorry, okay?
That's fine. Fine.